Thank you for tuning in. This is Searching for Truth. I think I've decided I want to start my videos with a prayer. It's a really good idea. So, Heavenly Father, I just pray that the things that I say, that maybe they touch someone's heart, and that maybe that they can use the information that they hear from me to touch another person's heart. Lord, I just pray that you guide my words and help guide the ones that are watching, and I appreciate everything that you've given to us in your precious name. So today is the last day of the Saturnalia ritual. However, a lot of us know that it continues on into Christmas. If you Google Nimrod's birthday, you're going to see that it's actually on December 25th. Also, Tammuz, however you say it, if you Google Tammuz's birthday, it also says December 25th. Now, I'm not 100% well versed on all of this stuff. I'm actually, in fact, still learning about the Saturnalia and about the winter solstice and the rituals and all the things that the pagans celebrated during this time. So I don't want to go too much into that. I just want you guys to start thinking about it. Maybe start looking into it some for yourselves. I have been taking a good bit of my time and watching the Big Sib. He's a pretty good guy to watch. He's got a lot of great information. Him and Richie from Boston, they've been doing a bunch of live streams lately, and I've been partaking in a lot of those, just absorbing as much information as I possibly can, because I feel like this coming year is going to be a big year for us all, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I just feel deep down in my soul that it's just going to be a big year. So you take your preparations, get ready, and we've got to band together and start moving in the right direction. Fighting about silly things, we've got to let that stuff go. Obviously, they want to completely divide us because they don't want us to learn the truth. So we've just got to keep our noses in the books and try and learn as much as we can. Obviously, read our Bible as much as we can, and just stay away from the TV, because obviously the TV doesn't do anything but corrupt our minds. And just, learn as much as we possibly can, because as they say, knowledge is power, and it is, but they're giving you the wrong knowledge. The knowledge that we need to know is in that book that sits on your table and collects dust. Mine was the same way. I'm not perfect by any means. I'm not saying that at all. I've had a lot of experiences in my life, and here I am still today, able to talk to you guys and hopefully help you open your eyes a little bit, maybe. But basically what I'm saying is, I didn't always read my Bible, and in fact, it was sporadic for me, but here I am. It's been exactly a month, and I've read my Bible every single day for exactly a month. And it's hard, I used to have a problem when I would read my Bible. I wouldn't quite understand what I was reading. But I prayed for discernment, I prayed that, for God to give me the eyes and the understanding to be able to read it and comprehend it for what it means. And obviously there's going to be many interpretations of many different verses. I understand that too, but it's been a really good month for me. I've learned a heck of a lot. And as far as I was saying before with the Big Sib, so it's like everything that I've been watching this past, I've been studying all this stuff for about 4 or 5 years now. And it's like everything that I've watched and everything that I've learned up until this point, I've probably been watching the Big Sib for maybe about a week now. Today's the 23rd of December. And everything that I've watched up until now has basically it's been wonderful information. I've learned so many things, but it's like the Big Sib takes everything that I've learned and puts it all into one place and I can discern it because I've been reading my Bible, and I can place real life events with uh, Bible prophecy, basically with what he's saying, and so it's been really cool. Um, I don't know if any of you guys even care to hear my experience, but I appreciate you if you do take the time to listen, and maybe if my experience, could help some of you guys open up and figure out your own experience, get closer with God, because one of the videos I was watching from the Big Sib was talking about being a sheep among wolves, because Jesus intended for us to be, we're sheep, he's our shepherd, and we're sheep, and so we are sheep among wolves. There are wolves everywhere. Biggest thing is, do not turn into a wolf yourself, because sheep weren't intended to be wolves. We're intended to stay close to the shepherd, because the shepherd protects us. If we put ourselves in his vicinity, if we stay close to the shepherd like we should be, then his protection is going to keep us safe from the wolves anyway. So we don't have to become wolves. There's no need in that. So the fact that, we go out there and we try to be tough, and don't get me wrong, that's my persona, I promise you. But it's not the way it needs to be, because God will protect us if we allow him to. We just have to allow him to. We have to allow him in our hearts. We have to ask him to take care of us, because he's there, he's waiting. We literally just have to open our hearts and our temple. We were made in his image, and our body is his temple. So if you allow him to come into you and protect you, he will. We just got to remember that, especially in these times where they're doing all these rituals. Like I said, I don't know enough about the negatives of this time period to give you an entire video on that, but I am working on it. That is my next goal, because I have been duped. I have been fooled, just like all of you. The holidays, holy days, they're holy days for a reason. But the unfortunate part is the fact that we're celebrating their holy days. We're celebrating the pagan holy days. And the Big Sib said it best. He said that there are state mandated holidays, holy days. We're celebrating the state's holidays. That's not Jesus's holidays. That's not God's holidays. We're not celebrating the Feast of Tabernacles or the Feast of Trumpets, or there's two others that we're not celebrating those holy days like we should be. Jesus' birth was not December 25th. Like I said, if you go Google Nimrod's birthday, you're going to see that it was December 25th. Nimrod is also known as Osiris. He is Horus. Horus's birthday, December 25th. Horus is the eye of Horus. Come on, from the Egyptian times. Just, again, I don't know enough to be preaching this stuff to you guys, but I do know that we need to stay close to God. This is the time we need to ask for the armor of God. We need to open our hearts to him, and we need to pray as much as we possibly can and read that basic instructions before leaving earth. We need to read that Bible and understand it for what it is. It is basic instructions before leaving earth. It has every single thing in it that you could ever need. Just put down your phone and pick up your Bible. Don't get me wrong. I carry a phone. I'm not saying that I'm a saint or perfect. I carry a cell phone. It is a smartphone. I use it for YouTube. I use it for Google. I do all that kind of stuff on it. We just got to get off of the Facebook, the Snapchat, the Instagram, the Twitter, all of the things that make you care about yourself more than God. We're putting ourselves above him, and that's obviously what the devil wants us to do, because it takes God out of everything, and we need to bring him back in. I'm going to get the Protocols of Zion up. There's a video that Richie from Boston and the Big Sib did on the protocols, and it was an amazing video. I'm going to do my own video about it because I've been reading into those as well. The frickin', excuse my French, the Jews, they're really bad guys. The original Jews, different. They're different than who's in place now. But again, I don't have enough information on the subject to be able to preach that stuff to you guys. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch me or to listen to me. I appreciate that, and I'm going to do my best to get some more content up here pretty soon. Thank you for everything. I appreciate all the subscribers that I'm getting. I'm just trying to get as much information out as I can as it comes to me. Thank you so much. I really like the way the Big Sib, he always starts by doing a prayer and he ends with doing a prayer, and I think that I should do the same just because why would we not? Lord, I just want to thank you for the opportunities that you've given us. I just want to thank you for the message that I was able to convey. I just hope that it touches someone's life, Lord, that maybe their life would be touched and they can go on and touch another's life, Lord. I appreciate everything that you've given me, all the gifts that I've been given, and I'm going to continue to use them in the way that you intended. In your name.